So I just posed a, generic question. Hey, if the father that you're talking about has come to you and says, you know what, let me be primary custodian of the child, would you allow it? Now, it really amazed me from all the grumblings prior to that question, the response. The response was almost always there would never be a woman in the room that would say she would switch roles. So I didn't understand that. So I said, well, okay, I get it. Okay, I hear that. I see that we're frustrated with the fathers of these children. However, if that father decides to step up and say, you know what, let me become the primary custodian, we're not open to that either. So then I asked the mom, I said, well, let me ask you this. What is the reasons why you wouldn't allow for the father to become the primary custodian? And there was a lot of reasons, but three of the main reasons consisted of, one, he doesn't know how to be a parent. Another one was high on the list that got a lot of feedback. He doesn't have a job. He's unemployed. He doesn't want to work. And then another one was he doesn't have stable housing. He doesn't have a roof over his head. Now here's where I dig into the thought to ponder. Remember, this is a federally funded program, which means that there's a criteria requirement that must be met for these parents to be in this program. And I think it's safe to assume that a large number of them probably receive KTAP or SNAP, but I'm also certain that a large number are on subsidized housing. Now, this again is not to demean the mom, but I need to point that out to make a point here. If one of the reasons that we say we wouldn't switch roles about this father, this other parent that we are so critical of, that we feel is not supporting us, one reason is, hey, he doesn't know how to parent. That's subjective. And we know that's subjective because we know there's various research and studies out there that show that moms and dads parent differently. So as much as we would like to say that the fathers don't know how to parent, that's not one that we can really use and hold against the other parent, because we all know that we parent different. So the way that the moms parent, fathers don't parent that way. So to say he doesn't know how to parent may just be saying he doesn't know how to parent like you parent. So that's subjective. So let's go to another one of the other top three. Employment. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't work. Well, what really strikes me interesting about this is that understand this federally funded program is to get these single parents, most of them moms, to support them in their efforts to get where they need to be. So that's GED, job training, job assistance. So basically they don't have a job. For the most part, when I go, this job readiness, job training, get them a job. Finally, subsidized housing. You're saying, hey, the child can't go with him because he doesn't have stable living arrangements. Okay, I get that. That makes sense. But if we're talking about the mom in this particular class who, let's say she's on subsidized housing, then what we're saying is you're in this program to assist you get a job, and you're in this program and the requirement probably some type of assistance from the government, and let's say it's subsidized housing, that for the most part the reason that you're saying the child can't go with the father, you would be in the same situation, or they would be in the same situation if they want the primary custodian. Now again, let's be clear here. This is not about demeaning any parent. This is about looking at the facts here. If I'm primary custodian of my child, and I'm on subsidized housing, I'm in this program, federal assistance program, then the reality is it could be the same for the other parent. So here's my thought to ponder as I wrap this up. Here's my thought to ponder. If we're so critical of the other parent, and we're getting federal assistance, and every reason, we put it on paper, every reason we're saying that the other parent, or in this case the father, can't become the primary custodian, are we being fair? And should we allow that father an opportunity, that other parent an opportunity to do the same as the mom is doing? That's my thought to ponder. So again, share this with your friends, your colleagues, your folks at work. Don't be so quick to dismiss this thought to ponder as, oh, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Really, take the time and share this with your friends. See where it leads you. See where the conversation goes. Because the reality is this. If the way we're looking at a particular parent, mom and the dad, is what's keeping us from truly working with them, then we need to reevaluate how we work with fathers. The reality is not about the mom, it's not about the dad. I mean, that's what we say all the time. And if that's true, then let's look at this. That's another thought to ponder. I call this one switching roles. Let's switch. And, let's see where it goes.